Hey guys, Crud Big Rig here. Heading to the range right now. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 57 degrees out. It's cold by a lot of people's standards. And I'm going to check out the new Kahles K624I. Fucking badass optic. Been waiting to put a good optic on my Remington 700 police model for years. Finally getting that chintzy super sniper scope off of there, which it served me great for the $500 it was back in the day, but finally getting into some more content videos. Sorry guys, I've been hella busy. Last 2 years I've been training for strongman and powerlifting. Been getting a lot healthier. I like the fact that when I put my Eberly stock backpack on, just putting it on doesn't get me fucking out of breath anymore. Buddy of mine and I went to scout for coyotes about a month ago. Packed on that rifle, about 70 pounds worth of gear. I was huffing and puffing going up the hill, but man, I would have had a fucking heart attack a few years ago. Finally getting into better mentality on life. Actually, I want to thank all my fucking haters, every single one of you assholes that made some sort of comment on, you know, guys eating too many cheeseburgers or whatnot. Fuck you. I'm stronger than you now. Big shout out to my buddies Red, Grim, Chris, Jason, all you guys that have been into powerlifting in all your respective weight classes. You guys are fucking killing it out there. Big inspirations to me. Dude, got a chick she's gorgeous, fucking tattooed everywhere. She's fucking pulling 400 pounds, I think it was. I know she's gonna correct me on that. Another dude is, he's barely 21, and he's pulling, I think it was, around 700, squatting like 625 or something like that. It's insane. He's gonna do huge things. Another buddy of mine, about 26, in the 220 weight class area, pulling 700 pounds. Fucking amazing. So, big shout out to you guys. You guys have really changed my life. All my followers out there, I'm going to start putting more and more content out there. Sorry, I haven't had the time. I had to have some me time, and putting YouTube videos out there, even one a month, it's pretty fucking taxing. A lot of guys need, you know, hours of co-workers putting this shit together. It's just me. So I'm gonna try to get as much content out there, but right now, going to the range, zeroing in this new fucking optic, it's amazing. Beautiful morning today. First off, in case you guys think that I'm some mega tactical guy, this sniper shroud is just to keep myself warm today. It's fucking cold out. Some of the really neat features about the Kahles is that it can be set up or ordered as a left or right-handed scope, meaning that your windage can actually be set up on the left or right side. A lot of people have them on the right side. That's very conventional. If you have it on the left side, when you're on target, you can make adjustments. Use your non-dominant eye to see your adjustments. The reason you want that is you never have to do this move where you're in position and you have to go like that to look at your windage. By that time, you've already completely looked off target. Because of this, the parallax adjustment is actually this collar right here. In fact, they said that it's pretty darn close to your ranges here. I would say so. It's pretty darn accurate overall. If you set it to 100, it's going to be pretty darn close. Now, the thing a lot of people don't realize is you need to keep your rifle level when you're zeroing. The bad part is, with how cold it is this morning, heat mirage off of my can is very, very evident. I'm actually having a hard time seeing the target now because of it. But it looks like I need to come down 0.8 of a mil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's two real ways of cycling a bolt on a precision rifle that has a stiff unlocking position. You can either grab the hook and kind of use your cheek as leverage, lift straight up like so, or a lot of guys, and I don't like this, tend to grab the stock like that. So, okay, make sure the bubble is level. Okay, so the clicks are very, very accurate. The nice part about mil reticles, you look at downrange, especially with a first focal plane scope like this. If you see that you're 0.8 of a mil high, just adjust 0.8 of a mil on your scope. It's not like the mil dot with an MOA adjustment where you have inch pattern adjustments on your knobs and the actual reticle itself is in mils. Mils is not short for millimeters or meters. It just happens to cover 1 centimeter at 100 yards or 100 meters. It's just the ranging reticle that really became standard. Now, this reticle I have here is the Skimmer 2, which is a pretty badass reticle. Looks like I might be zeroed. Some of the really cool features of this setup is this spur mount has the ability to attach multiple accessories, everything from, if you want to run, say, an aim point red dot sight up top here, if you wanted to, laser rangefinder, a angle cosine indicator, all kinds of really cool things. So what did we learn today? Well, good quality optics, good quality ammunition will take you a long way. I'm just finally getting back into the precision rifle game. I really haven't touched it in a few months. By few, I mean like years. But we'll check out this target. All right, so this is my shot 25. I moved it back to 50, shot high. I adjusted 4 mils low. Hit close enough for me. Pushed it all the way out to 100. Shot high again. Adjusted, I think it was 2 mils low. Shot my first 4-round group. That one was completely me because I ended up slipping off the trigger. Shame on me. Pretty respectable group. Number one reason why I absolutely love coming out here this early. First off, it's gorgeous out. Second, no one's fucking here. So even the silhouettes are very, very small compared to life size, but this swinger plate, yeah, about 4 inches, way smaller than the human head. So we're gonna ring this sucker. So I'm gonna attempt to get this little tiny 3-inch swinger plate out of 200. Yeah, I would say we're good and zeroed. So what do I like about the Kahles and what don't I like about the Kahles? Well, there's a lot more stacked on the good than the bad. I'm not a big fan of the Horus reticle because it's too busy, but I also don't like your standard mil dot reticle. It's got a lot of dead space whenever it comes to holds. I really like the Skimmer 2 reticle because of that. Now, another really neat feature that I haven't found on too many scopes is that you actually have a culminating lit reticle. There's no positions, there's no 1 through 10 crap. It's culminating, which means that it slowly ramps up the brightness to whatever you need. Excuse me, I gotta get past a particularly tight, okay, road. The reticle itself, because of that culminating brightness, you can fine tune it to exactly what you want. I've had so many scopes out there that I've tried that on low light, put it on, say, setting 4, it's too dim. I can't see shit. It's to that point where, well, should I even bother having it on? And then you go to the next setting and it completely blows out your vision because it's so bright that you lose focus of your target. That's what's really nice about this type of adjustment. You can get everything perfect. Another thing I really love, transferable warranty, very big for me. I understand that Kahles has a 10-year warranty now. When I was on, it was the PRS website where it went through all these optics and their warranties. It said that Kahles was a lifetime warranty. I'm a little bit bummed about that. But at the same time, you buy a $3,000 optic, it's going to do what you need to do. There's some very rare cases when it comes to you having to send it back, but they're going to take care of you. A buddy of mine said that his magnification ring froze up over the winter. He had it in his gun safe, pulled it out the next season, and couldn't get it to move. Kahles did fix it, but I think he said it was 9 weeks, I think it was, the turnaround time. It's a long time. You do have to ship it back to Europe if you want warranty work done on it. That's a bummer. However, like you said, the likelihood of you having to return one of these scopes is pretty low. But all of them have their bad apples. I mean, the PM2 from Schmidt & Bender, they've had, tracking issues. They tunnel really bad around 5 to 7 power. Well, when are you going to ever use those lower magnification ranges? Quite a bit, especially if you're looking at targets, or looking for targets rather. So that brings me up to the optical clarity and zoom. I think that this zoom range is very, very good. It has a nice balance between the mega scopes that have like 30 some X zoom, and then going way down to 5 or 6 power on some of these scopes to take your quick close-in shots. I think it's a really, really nice balance. Big complaints, again, sorry, all these allergies are killing me today. My biggest complaint is the fact that, it kills me to say this, it just doesn't seem that there's as much adjustment as what they claim on your turrets. You have around, I think it's 26 mils total for up and down movement. What that means is center lines around 14 to 10 mils is where you're going to be zeroing it at if you have a 20 MOA base and a flat mount. That means that you roughly only have, 10 to 14 mils of adjustment, which, guys are saying, well, you need, 10 to 12 mils of adjustment to get out to 1,000. And, your cartridge, you're shooting 308, so don't worry about it. Yeah, but I'd really like to have the bottom end closer to the very bottom of the elevation scale. That's stupid. Shut up. Yeah. What I'm trying to convey is the fact that people are buying these scopes and thinking that, once you get it zeroed, you're going to have like 20 some mils of adjustment. That's only if you have like 40 to 60 MOA built into your scope setup. All right, guys, keep that in mind. Realistically, in the center of your adjustment, you're probably going to have, anywhere between 10 and, if you're lucky, around 15 mils of adjustment. It is what it is, guys. Now, is there anything that could be improved upon about these scopes? Well, yes and no. I think that if you're shooting 308 with a 20 MOA base, it's kind of silly to have that second rev indicator because you're barely going into that second revolution. I could understand if you had like 50 or 60 mils of adjustment, having a rev indicator is awesome. But at least with my setup and my experience, you're not really going to need it. I really love the clicks. I would have liked to have had locking turrets, but at the same time, those turrets are so stiff that it would be, you would have to purposefully grab the turrets to move them, okay? So, in conclusion, do I like the Kahles? Yes, it's a fantastic scope. I'm not going to say it's a fantastic scope for the money, because I always feel that that's a cop-out. If you have to put money into the equation on a precision rifle, I personally think that you're losing a lot. But you could get a $1,000 or $1,500 scope, and it's going to get you to the point where you can train out to, say 600-700 yards. But you really need that good quality glass and those repeatable adjustments to make this kind of long-range precision work happen. Kahles, to me, in my opinion, is up there with Schmidt and Bender, with Vortex, with US Optics, with Night Force. And I think personally, once you spend above the $2,000 mark, all you're paying for is better adjustments inside the scope. After reviewing the Schmidt and Benders and the Night Forces, especially with the this huge optical test on this PRS website, which I'll put the link to it below on my YouTube channel, I'm shocked at how many of these high-end scopes don't track properly. Optical clarity, I'll take a slight hit on optical clarity as long as the tracking is top-notch. So in conclusion, I definitely give the Kahles a double thumbs up. It has its weak points, but again, what scope doesn't? There is no perfect scope. Making orange juleps. Making some orange juleps.